ECOWAS leaders are trying their best to use every possible means to fight this movement. Now, this union made a proposal to Burkina Faso and they received a shocking answer. This is the direct message of AES to ECOWAS. Welcome, lovely people. Amazing having you on board. We are in Burkina Faso. Something amazing, interesting, lovely is happening in the Sahel, particularly Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso's Minister of Foreign Affairs met delegation from ECOWAS AES National Union, or let me say a delegation from ECOWAS AES National Union went to Burkina Faso. And as usual, don't worry, I'll give you all the details about this union, their objective and why they went to Burkina Faso, their amazing plan and future plans, what they are up to. It's very interesting and it is mind-blowing. For now, all I can say before we continue is that the persecutor became the persecution. Now, number two, are you aware that Tinubu made it clear that they will not allow anyone to harm their brothers in the Sahel? Not even anyone from outside. Don't be shocked. It is something we missed. I'll play you the video, relax. Guys, the gap between ECOWAS and AES is about to close, or let me say almost close. And I must say that John Dramani Mahama, the president of Ghana, play a major key role in this project. Now, the third thing also is that the AES also is saying that they are doing whatever they are doing, not only for AES, but for the entire Africa. And they send a direct, plain message to ECOWAS through this particular union. I mean, this union that went to Burkina Faso, or that is in Burkina Faso right now as we're speaking. Let's not waste time. Let's dive into it. Before we grab the real agenda of this ECOWAS union, which is in the Sahel, we need to understand the root cause of this whole thing. I believe very well you all could remember that during Akufoaddo's regime, all the ECOWAS decision is to stress the Sahel, building gap between the Sahel and ECOWAS instead of building bridges, because they were under the influence of the West. And at the same time, none of them have the boldness and sense enough to tell them that these people are our brothers. Let us work with them rather than trying to harm them. None of them under the Akufoaddo regime. Now, suddenly, ECOWAS changed attitude. They now agree to work with AES in terms of security. They now want to work with them in terms of free movement of our populations and goods and services, and a lot more coming from ECOWAS to AES. Now, this sudden change of ECOWAS is raising a lot of concern and questions, and it is very weird to me, so I decided to find out what exactly changed. And guys, I'm here with full update. Tinubu is the chairman of ECOWAS, and he took a decision and also made a declaration in front of all of us, but we didn't pay attention. We are now seeing the result and we wonder why. Let me point you to the beginning of this development. You remember at the inauguration of John Dramani Mahama in Ghana, he started his statement by emphasizing that we need to work with AES and not to make enemies with them, because we have native relationship. Some Ghanaians are there, some Nigerians are there, some people in ECOWAS or ECOWAS nationals are living in AES nation, and some AES nationals are living within the ECOWAS region. And we are intermarried, and so we are native people, we are one people. So we should work together rather for our own benefit. Now, after that speech, and then Mahama gave the floor to Tinubu. Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, made it clear. He spoke a lot, so a lot of people missed this aspect. He made it clear that what Mahama reminded them of, because of that, they will not allow anybody to harm their brothers, nor would they themselves harm their brothers. Not even somebody from outside will come and disrupt our brotherly love. Even if there is disagreement. I'll play the video, but I want you to get a picture clearly. I know some people may watch and listen, but not pay attention to the key word he used to seal his statement. After taking the floor from Mahama, he used Mahama's suggestion as the rising star, which is reminding them of unity and compassion, and then link it to his statement. So shortly, let's watch that video first.
Today, I am here not only as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but also as an African in resolute support of Ghana and our people. This moment is a source of pride and honor for Ghanaians, the entire continent, and its diaspora. The sun is out and the sky may be blue, but I see today a black star rising high in African sky. This black star shines over this nation, and its rays spread across this continent with a sense of shared history, hope, compassion, unity, devotion to our common welfare. While others may seek to demean Africa and keep brothers pitted against brothers, that shining star reminds us of who we are. It reminds us of who we can be, to strive and work together, bond together. Even when we disagree, we must choose the path of peaceful dialogue. Never can we do harm to our brothers, nor can we permit any outsider to disrupt our bonds of brotherhood. The spirit of Ghana, the first Republic President, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, is here present today, lifting that star higher and higher.
So this is where the whole change started from. Now, just after this statement and after the inauguration, then Ecowas start to play the big brother game, no longer interested in punishing the AES as they wanted to. All of a sudden, Ecowas now try to build bridge between the AES and Ecowas. Now, this brought us to the amazing thing that is happening in Burkina Faso, this particular union. The Burkinabe Minister of Foreign Affairs, whose name is Jean Traoré, he met delegation from the union of Ecowas AES National on the 4th of February. Now, this union was created as a strong opposition to ECOWAS decision and disagreement with the Sahel. Now, why are they in Burkina Faso? Their aim of going to Burkina Faso is to express their support for the AES Confederation. The Union of Nationals of ECOWAS and AES member states is an association representing citizens from countries within the ECOWAS community or ECOWAS region or ECOWAS nations, and also citizens from the AES states. The people came from the two backgrounds, AES and ECOWAS, and formed this group after the establishment of the AES in 2023, and they came together to practically oppose the decisions of the ECOWAS leaders. They were actively involved, making sure that ECOWAS doesn't take any stupid decision. So the union serves as a bridge between the nationals of ECOWAS and AES member states. And this union in question is playing a very crucial role in ensuring that the right and interests of individuals from AES countries residing in ECOWAS nations are upheld. So they went to Burkina Faso and then sent warm greetings from the AES nationals living in Ivory Coast. They came from Ivory Coast and went to Burkina Faso, and they reassured the minister of Burkina Faso of their commitment to supporting the leadership of the AES Confederation. Their leader made a statement. He said, "We came to express our satisfaction with the creation of AES and to encourage its leaders to continue working towards the well-being of all people within the AES region." Now, this union made a proposal to Burkina Faso and they received a shocking answer. They urged the authorities of the AES to improve the living condition for AES nationals residing in ECOWAS member nations. Now, in response, the minister, after welcoming the delegation and acknowledging their concern, he assured them that the three heads of state from Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger are already working to ensure peace and stability for all citizens living outside of AES. In his statement, he said the government of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger are committed to achieving real sovereignty, not just for our countries, but for all African nations. The minister further assured that the AES is dedicated to its people, and if ECOWAS also prioritizes its citizens, all existing benefits and agreement will be upheld for the well-being of the African people. This is the direct message of AES to ECOWAS. We are prioritizing our people. If you prioritize your people, then we can move together. Simple. Now, this union of ECOWAS AES nationals have an amazing future plan. The union of ECOWAS AES nationals announced plans for a tour across the three AES countries before extending their outreach to other ECOWAS nations. So they are going to move within the ECOWAS and the AES nations, to bridge the leaders together. That's what this union is doing. Amazing, lovely people, right? That this is good thing we should do. Let's clap for them. Now, one of the union's key functions is to advocate for free movement of people, goods, and services between ECOWAS and AES territories. So the thing is, as ECOWAS leaders are trying their best to use every possible means to fight this movement, to their surprise, the citizens of the two nations bridged together to form this union, and additionally, John Mahama came in to play a bigger role in changing the mentality of the ECOWAS bloc. And lovely people, the gap between ECOWAS and AES is now closing, and we hope for the best. Let's meet in our family house. Let me know your thoughts. Comment section.